I noticed that your blood sugars aren't coming down as quickly. Maybe they're not super high, but what's going on? They don't seem to be coming down as quickly. Or you're gaining weight around your middle. Hey, you're puffy and you're fit. Like, there are things going on here that, insulin resistance is coming into play for you. Where are you on the diabetes timeline or on the diabetes spectrum? Okay. So, for example, if you have type 2 diabetes diagnosed by a medical professional, you know what your blood sugars are, you know what your A1C is, you know what all's going on with your glucose and your insulin, not just A1C, but your actual insulin.
Yep.
And you know those levels.
Yep.
And it's clear that they are out of control, right? That's one thing. Somebody else all the way over here who has pre-diabetes or is experiencing the beginnings of insulin resistance, and the doctor has said, hey, I noticed that your blood sugars aren't coming down as quickly. Maybe they're not super high, but what's going on? They don't seem to be coming down as quickly. Or you're gaining weight around your middle. Hey, you're puffy and you're fit. Like, there are things going on here that, insulin resistance is coming into play for you. This is at the beginning. You can do some things right here very different than the person over here can do. This person needs a lot of big time changes. This person needs smaller changes. I mean, it's just that simple. And the closer you get over here, the bigger the change will have to be. Now, granted, you can still take slow, bite-sized steps, but it will take that much longer to get the results you're looking for. And if your diabetes is wacky out of control, and it's starting to get to other things like damaging your veins and your arteries, now we're talking about, okay, just cut that stuff off. We just need to cut that stuff off.
But you cut that stuff off completely. You give yourself 1 week, it's over. But you can tweak that stuff.
Yeah.
It's not like it's that or nothing. It's that and something healthy.
Yes.
So,
balance
sugar is no
Yeah.
good. You read those labels. Every time they use the sugar, they use it a different kind of sugar. You just have to learn all those sugars that are no good. But there are a couple of sugars that are perfectly fine. Come right from God. The leaf, stevia, for instance, monk fruit. Make sure there's nothing else in it, and you're good.
Yeah.
Now you got a sweet.
Yeah.
But you got it so it's clean, and you're not gonna have an A1C where it's not supposed to be. You're not gonna have a sugar diabetes anymore. It's just tweak it.
And again, if you're over here with full out diabetes, this is not something you do alone. Okay, if you're on medication, if you've got, insulin or pills or something, you're literally messing with your whole body's process.
That's right.
Right? When you take that medication, you take that insulin, you're literally messing with your body's dynamic, everything. So you can't then just go, oh, I'm going to keep taking this medicine. I'm not going to eat this or that, and now the medicine's counteracting something that's not there. You've got to work with your doctor. The challenge is if your doctor's not willing to work with you on that, now we have an issue. And that's what I meant by what's going on with the medical field. So do you have a doctor who is somewhat cowardly? And I say that to say, this doctor probably has read the research, or at least the alerts that says the research is changing. And maybe they're not up to date. Maybe they don't want to. Maybe they're comfortable and they just want to keep things the way they are. They're not handling the change well. So what are they doing? They're still giving you a prescription. They're checking you every time and telling you keep going. See you in 3 months. I'm getting my fee. I'm getting I'm prescribing my pills. I'm keeping you going.
The insurance is loving me. I'm doing everything it wants me to do.
Yes, and I'm going to keep you right where you are because things are stable and it's cool. And I'm just going to keep doing that. That is cowardly because the research is showing you that person does not need to be on that kind of medication for 20, 30, 40, 50 years because you don't want to do your job. That's not fair and it's not right. You've probably heard about intermittent fasting. You've maybe even tried it. Maybe it didn't work out for you. Maybe you didn't get great results. Or maybe you just need a reset. But either way, we've got this free intermittent fasting guide for you. It's got lots of colorful pictures and lots of information with a 2-week plan to get you started intermittent fasting and enjoying the amazing benefits. So check the link below if you're watching YouTube, and if you're on the podcast, check the show notes. Get that link.
And it's easier than you think.
Yeah, so go get it. So that is cowardly, and it's greedy because you're getting money, or it's lazy because you don't want to do the work, or it's selfish because you don't want to change your life. Whatever you pick. But if your doctor's not willing, you go say, hey, listen, I want to be able to get off my medication. I want to get healthy enough that my own body can handle my own insulin and digestion and manage my own blood glucose levels myself. And they're like, oh, no, you can't because you're diabetic. You won't be able to do that. I strongly suggest you go get a second opinion.
That's right.
And go find the person who's willing to do what you need to be done in order to do that in a safe and wise way.
And your responsibility is to go to him with the information that you know.
Correct.
You need to do your research.
Right.
You cannot depend on a doctor to tell you every step you need to take.
Right.
In his view, you need to do research. You need to come to him with the questions and answers.
Yes.
So that he could either be uncowardly
Yes.
or not. And if he's cowardly, you'll hear it and you'll notice it.
Yes.
Then you go next.
And then, there is also the doctor who's more complacent than cowardly. And so maybe they just don't want to be bothered. Let's just keep, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep it going the way it's going. I don't want to upset the apple cart. So you might have that person who really isn't
a doctor. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they're not
but
putting
if
you
he's that
first.
way,
Yeah,
he's not a doctor.
Yeah.
Because don't they take what's it called, a Hippocratical oath or something?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
If you see that, you better run.
Yeah.
You better run,
So
girl,
you just
or
need,
boy, or
or
man.
you may be the person to say, hey, I really like to change this. And maybe they're willing now to change because you're kind of helping them see, and maybe they'll
You're getting
make
more
those
information,
adjustments, right?